So I normally don't do this, like spur of the moment medium readings particular. I am generally kind of a medium. I am more sensitive to the dead than a lot of people. And if you haven't heard the news, this is gonna definitely come out like weeks after this happens, but I'm recording this the day it happened. The NBA basketball player Kobe Bryant died in a helicopter accident with his daughter, and the news is still coming out, so I'm not totally clear on who else died. But like literally it just happened, so I don't expect a lot to come for this reading because it literally just happened. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna put this up, but mostly because like I didn't really know who he was. I'm not a sports fan or anything like that, so but it shows that like a lot of people knew who he was. To those people, I'm probably just some random white girl talking about this death, and I am. But I felt this kind of pull to do this reading in particular. And it's not about the helicopter crash in general. Like if there was foul play or anything like that, that will come out. But I mean come out in the news, not in this reading particularly. If it comes out in this reading, so be it. But I'm more interested in how they are spiritually, because a crash is chaotic. There's a lot of energy going on. There's a lot of energy like release. It's just a lot. So this is me trying to see how they are. And something I realized, a lot of people seem to like have inklings of this happening. Like I read a few tweets. It's a truck. A lot of people were having like dreams of helicopters like in the last 2 days, and for some reason, like even me, like I even had not a dream, but I had like a sudden inspiration to write a little tiny poem about death. For me, particularly, obviously it's not really a belief spiritual thing, but for me, I always kind of pictured death as a human being, like a person, kind of like a Grim Reaper, but death is just, in the poem, I call him a messenger and an escort, and he listens to those who pass and stuff like that. And I just kind of wanted to see how they're doing, if that makes any sense. I'm more interested in what the daughter is thinking right now, because she was 13. She is 13, but it's something I want to know. And this is not meant to be like triggering or anything. This is more so just to bring peace of mind to those affected by this. So I normally don't shuffle on camera because it's always a chaotic mess, but I didn't take the time to do it. And I have tiny hands also, so it's always kind of hard to shuffle larger decks. Also, this card came out when I was like shuffling it earlier, so I just kind of pulled it out. That's Kobe, the King of Swords. From what I've looked, Kobe was kind of a very like strong figure that people looked up to. So the King of Swords is very appropriate. Temperance reversed, Justice, and then the Five of Wands. This one kinda... This can either be a celebration or a fight. I'm not really sure what. Why are you... God damn it. This sometimes happens. I really don't know why. Nostalgia and a wedding. Oop. Let's not do that. Queen of Swords. This is 100% his wife and his family. This is, yeah. Yeah, this is the daughter and his energy. This is their family. And the Queen of Swords is reversed. That's his wife. And of course, they're all devastated. They're all like this. Like it's literally like women walking in the snow. Like there's no better description of what their family is going to be going through and is going through at the moment. But let's see. Oh, I should probably. Okay. I find it interesting that there's like all the suits for the Pentacles are coming out. I'm not really sure why that's happening. God damn it. Okay. Get up. There we go. Okay. Obviously, this side is a lot more depressing. Okay, so I get a feeling that these suit cards represent his family, and this one is obviously his wife because he is the King of Swords over here, she's the Queen of Swords over here, and she's reversed, so she's very heartbroken, like the rest of the family is too. This King of Pentacles reverse is also heartbroken, but I'm not too sure who these particularly are. I believe that he had like 4 daughters. Unfortunately, one was born recently, so that's something. Oh, sorry, I thought this was Pentacle. No, this is Swords. So this is a daughter. I think the oldest one. Or the younger, like, okay. I think this is the eldest daughter. And then this is like the youngest one, not the baby, but the younger one. I'm not too sure what's going on with these two. But we all know death is heartbreaking and like depressing, and we all know this. This is the side I'm more interested in. Okay. The reverse Three of Swords and then Temperance kind of says like a heartbreaking thing that they didn't see coming. So they're both very heartbroken, and they should be. I would expect nothing less from them. But it looks, the Justice card is kind of concerning because for some reason that feels like foul play a tiny bit. Like I said, I wasn't going to bring that up, but it feels a tiny bit like foul play a little bit. This feels a little neutral, actually. Like, it makes me feel like a fight happened, but also a celebration at the same time. I can't exactly explain it. And then nostalgia and a celebration. These two definitely, they're depressing, they're sad feeling, but it's pretty much like I get a feeling that it's a message to them, to everyone who like they know love them, is saying like we're okay, everything's fine on our side. It's mostly them just thinking about their life right now. This nostalgia thing, it's like their soul is kind of not reliving, but cute car, kind of just being nostalgic right now, which is understandable. I think maybe this happened after they passed or right before. I think maybe there was an argument, but it was a very small little argument. And that's why I'm getting this like neutral feeling from this card, that there was like a conflict, but it doesn't really matter anymore. But they are definitely still just as heartbroken as the rest of the family. Okay, let's do these. Cards. Okay. These cards are way too fucking big. Anyway. The Vision Quest. Oh no. The oh no is like, this is essentially death, because it says soul retrieval. And then the Sweat Lodge. Let's get one more. A random little message that just came into my mind is, I think Kobe is very upset that his daughter is with him. Like, that's just one thing that came into my mind. Like, he is angry. He is angry that the daughter is with him. Because no dad wants that. Like, but he is also relieved that, I know this is depressing, he's also relieved that if she was going to pass, that he passed with her and she's not alone. That's a weird message, but the blade. Okay, Vision Quest very much talks about his life. Like, just researching him and like looking at his, like, what he's done in his life, it's very much like he is and was a very motivating person for a lot of people. Like, he went out of his way to be good, and you don't find people like that a lot. The soul retrieval is essentially death. The blade and the sweat lodge are what's confusing me for a second. I have a book. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power, so take action. You will be faced with even more disagreeable future with the people or situations you are attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Then use your blade with impeccable intention to cut the energetic cords that are tying you to the drama at hand. Set yourself free. I think this is referring to his family, because this kind of death is going to stir a lot in a lot of people, and there's going to be people who are going to want to feed off that in a very negative way. So they're going to want to defend, like rightly so, they're going to want to defend their father and husband, but this is telling them to be like, people are going to say things, people are going to talk, and in this time you should just step away from that toxicity, and then like when the time is right, when you are in sound heart and sound mind, is when to speak out, because that's what I'm getting from this. And then the sweat lodge, I'm very familiar with the sweat lodge in general. Gift yourself time to be with your darkness, your fears, your pain. So this is again with the family. Yeah, this is also like reinforcing that, like, this is not a time to blame and yell at people. This is a time of like going inward and like being by yourself, be with family, mourn, and like as long as you need to do it, and then come out hard to the people who are talking shit, essentially. Let's see. The corn, I've gotten that before. And then Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is kind of very appropriate for this, because the Wheel of Fortune is pretty much time never stops. Time is always moving, whether you want it to or not. So this is again like a message for the family that like time heals all wounds, and it's not a bad thing to be wounded right now. It's 100% not a bad thing, and they understand it completely. That's why they're so upset. It's because they didn't want to leave. They were not planning on leaving, but they did. So they're saying that we're fine, we're okay. Mourn, please. Corn, I've gotten repeatedly, and I still don't really understand it. Okay. It's kind of a symbol of good fortune, and which kind of doesn't make sense because this is a death reading, but I think it's more so like a message from them that they're again okay. Okay. When I lean on the faith of the universe, of peace becomes real. That's 100% for the family. I witness the darkness and call on the light with the prayer, thank you, universe, for guiding me to persevere this fear through the eyes of teacher of love. Again, this is 100% a message from them saying, like, we're okay. I find a deeper meaning in personal growth amongst the discomfort. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust what I focus on will grow. I find a deeper meaning in personal growth. There's a lot of messages for his family. I can definitely see that. Let's draw one more, just one, about Kobe and Gigi. God damn it. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. This feels pretty much like Kobe knew that he had a lasting impact on the world, and there's a stream of love supporting my dreams. There's like a lot of people with love in their heart supporting what I did, essentially is what that says. Okay. Ooh, God. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. The universe works fast when I'm having fun. Weren't they on the helicopter to go to like a next game? Like the next game that he would like, something about like them flying to the next game. For some reason this feels negative, like the foul play type of thing. Like someone worked fast to do something. I'm not too sure. That's weird. Like I said, like I feel a slight foul play going on. And when I say foul play, I mean like, not like an assassination attempt, but like maybe the pilot was like under something, or like in the influence of like a drug or something. Because let's be real here, like there is not many helicopter crashes like at all in the US, let alone like over like a very populated city. It's just not heard of. So there was something not right here. Okay. I feel like I should. Real quick. Was there any foul play with the airplane? Not the airplane, the helicopter crash. Good. That's the death card. God damn it. Fucking hell. 100%. 100%. The moon reversed is very much about deception. There was 100% something off. Walking away from something permanently. Yeah, there was 100% foul play with this. This is, I forgot, I think this is either the death card or the devil card. If it's the devil card, 100%. Seven of Cups, Ace of Wands. Shit. God damn it. Yeah. There was 100% foul play. This is feeling trapped. This is kind of a new beginning-ish. Choices to be made. Negative movement. Star. Nine of Cups. Normally, Nine of Cups is very positive, but in this circumstances, it being reversed is kind of like a demented wish coming true. That's how, oh my god. Okay. He comes back, Kobe's here. Good, damn it. Two of Wands. There was a feeling of being trapped, a choice to make. Like with the combination of the star and this, it feels like a negative wish, like a wish that was not good came true for someone. Okay, so I just checked. This is 100% the devil mixed with the reverse moon, 100% foul play. This is the High Priestess, so I'm guessing this is his daughter. This just doesn't feel right. Was there some kind of, did someone plan this to happen? Did someone plan this to happen? I don't think I was supposed to draw these, but we're just gonna put them over there. Oh, it was a man. There is a male energy here that wanted this to happen. Justice reversed, like a demented justice thing, like a demented wish, like he wanted this to happen. There is a male, that doesn't mean it was a guy. There is a male energy here that who wanted this in a very demented kind of way. Oh, fuck. Got anything else for me? Two of Pentacles. There's money here. There's some kind of money thing. I don't know if those are reversed or not, so we're just gonna go back. Ooh. The Sun, Three of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a third party here. And in some way, they thought they were doing a good thing. That's fucked up. Like, they worked for this. They were waiting. They were waiting for this. They were working toward it. They were waiting for this. This, fuck. The death card. That's fucked up. There is a male third-party energy here that wanted this to fucking happen. Who was planning, was waiting, was waiting for their crop to be sowed. They were working toward this. This definitely tells me that they were powerless in the situation. They were trapped in this. There was no way to stop this from happening. This is the strength card. And then Nine of Swords reversed. This is fucked up. This is fucked up energy. One seems to be slipping, the rainbow. Shit. The rattle and the owl. The circle. These are all cards I've never gotten before, so the rainbow, actually, the owl and the rattle. The rainbow. The rainbow tells you that the end of a storm is near. Persevere and remember that is darkness just before the dawn. Do not give up hope. Huh. I don't know if this is the male energy, but let's see the owl. The owl guards against self-deception and insists that your motives are pure and transparent. Owl invites you to wait wait patiently. Bide your time until it is the right time to act. And then do so decisively without hesitation or remorse. This is 100% the family. The family is going to find out about this. And I think that's why I pulled the knife earlier, that things are going to be said, they're going to find out shit, and they're going to want to strike. And that was them kind of like telling them to like, you'll get them, this person will pay for what they did, but also take time to mourn. This kind of feels from me like the Wheel of Fortune, that time kind of passes The circle. When the circle comes as your medicine, you're meant to come to an understanding of the importance of decay and letting go. The importance of dying to an old form of being reborn anew. If you are faced with the challenge of loss or disappointment, remember this. In the circle of life, nothing is ever wasted. Love will seek itself again. Prosperity will come from a new idea or opportunity, and spirit always waits for you to find your place in the dance again. That's definitely for the family too. I can't, there's something off. No, not that one. Tell me a message about this negative male energy. Soul retrieval, Holy Mountain, and the Sorcerer. The Sorcerer in this deck is kind of a deceiver, a negative being that has negative intentions. There is 100% soul retrieval. I didn't read the soul retrieval, so give me a second. I'll just read it because it came out again. Yeah, this is just representing them passing. You are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of pain you feel. Yeah. Holy Mountain, I believe, is like a journey type of deal. When the Holy Mountain shows up, it is time to be active. Do not let your doubts keep you bound. This is time to leap over challenges, to remember when yeah, this is a journey. They're going to be this family. The family is going to be going on a journey of something. I also find it interesting that the rainbow is in this too. So this male negative energy thought they were doing a good thing. Like 100%. They are painting themselves as a hero in this. I don't know if they're gonna talk about it publicly. I don't know if they're gonna like turn themselves in looking for attention, but they 100% were working toward this and was hoping for this to happen. That's so weird. That is so fucking weird. Tell me about this negative male presence. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. They were doing this as a healing thing for themselves. kinder how I want to feel. The more energy and attention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. They thought they were doing something good. I don't know if like any of this is actually going to be true, but this was filmed on January 24. I'll put a date like on at the top of the screen. This is just weird. This is weird fucking weird. So sweat watch. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. And again, the Nine of Swords. This is weird. I don't know how to end this other than this is fucking weird. Like, if there, like, honestly, if there is like a negative male presence that had a hand in this, I really fucking hope he goes to jail. Like, I really fucking hope that they find the evidence for this. And that, like, maybe the family actually finds this evidence. And there's a connection to the family. I just realized that there's a connection to the family with this. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I really hope people didn't take offense to this. I was just trying to find comfort in knowing how they were doing. And, like, they're okay. They're fine. So, that's all.